Hello and welcome to Monday Morning Madness. I'm Linda Orr, and
I'm Rosalie Bablock.
and we are here to share this week's announcements with you. Please note that you can also find these announcements on Channel 900 and in the Life and Times. So now let's begin.
Please note that the Passivant Clinic will be closed on the following days for the holidays: Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, December 24th and 25th, and also on New Year's Day.
Rosalie, let's have a little fun with some jokes.
All right.
Okay? First one. What is a sheep's favorite Christmas song? Feliz Navidad.
Good for us.
Tomorrow, December 24th, is Eggnog Day in the Bistro. Stop by for samples and sales beginning at 11:30 a.m.
National Bacon Day is next Monday, December the 30th. A quarter-pounder BLT sandwich will be the lunch special in the bistro from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. All the bacon people are coming.
Why can't a Christmas tree learn to knit? Because they always drop their needles.
That might be true.
Transportation offers bus service to the Barron's Inn until 4:25 p.m. Contact transportation by 4 p.m. Maintenance also offers dinner service and will do one campus run at 5:30 p.m. and one return trip on campus at 7 p.m. Please call maintenance or reception to schedule your ride. What is a penguin's favorite kind of cereal? Frosted Flakes.
That's my husband's favorite. Maybe he's maybe he's a penguin, I don't know. The Busy Hands groups are taking a break for the Christmas season. Both groups will begin to meet again starting January 6th.
I don't know. How about a knock-knock?
Who's there?
Iva.
Iva who?
I have a bunch of decorations to put on a tree.
Too late now.
Seaman Memorial Church invites you to choose from 3 Sunday services. Worship at New Haven is at 9:15 a.m. Worship in Seaman Chapel and also broadcast live on Channel 900 is at 10:30 a.m. And worship at Wittenberg is at 10:45 a.m. Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Snowman.
Snowman who?
Snowman has ever seen Santa's workshop at the North Pole. Snowman has never seen.
No, all these movies are not telling the truth yet.
Just not. What do you get when you cross a pine cone and a polar bear?
I don't know.
A fir tree.
We are still praying for Passivant angels to appear unto nursing each Sunday. Volunteers are needed to transport nursing residents to Sunday worship in Seaman Chapel. Please call the church office if you can help. God will surely bless you as you serve him.
What does an elf listen to on the radio? Rap music. Okay, what is green, white, and red all over?
The only one I know is the newspaper, and that's not green.
No, but it's an elf with a sunburn.
Oh, he's in big trouble if he has a sunburn up in the North Pole. Poor guy.
That's true. Just a reminder that residents using the clinic should please use the elevator in the main lobby for safety purposes.
The bistro will continue to close at 3:30 p.m. on Mondays until further notice. They are sorry for any inconvenience.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Annie.
Annie who?
Anybody who wants some cookies.
We're standing in line, right?
We always want cookies.
Yeah.
Okay. How did the pony break its Christmas present?
I don't know.
It wouldn't stop horsing around. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Nutella.
Nutella.
There's Nutella, what Santa might bring you for Christmas this year.
I've been good. I hate to get something good out of this.
You can nourish your spirit with Pastor Frida on Channel 900 on Thursdays at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m.
The great DVD courses, World Religions, Buddhist series, is taking a winter break and will return on Monday, January the 13th.
The National Alliance of Mental Illness of Butler County, NAMI hosts a family support group at 5:30 p.m. on the second Tuesday of each month in the Beatitudes Room of the Abundant Life Center. If you have a family member who is living with mental illness or mental health challenges, you are invited to participate. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Juicy.
Juicy who?
Juicy, all the pretty Christmas lights. Juicy?
Yes, I'm sorry I don't have a few to put around me.
You're bright enough. You don't need Christmas lights. What do you call it when people are afraid of Santa?
I don't know.
Claustrophobic.
That's a new one.
Yes. What do boxers like to drink at Christmas parties?
I don't know.
Punch. Punch.
Just a reminder that the gift shop is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and carry many of your needs and gifts, including fine cutlery by Rada.
What do you get when you cross a lobster and a Santa?
I don't know.
Santa Claus. Those kind of claws. What does Frosty do when he feels stressed out?
Probably cry. I don't know.
No, he takes a chill pill.
That's good.
I am one of the gift shop volunteers, and we need a lot more. So please, if you can, contact Nancy in the gift shop if you're interested in helping out.
The two book clubs meet on the fourth Tuesday of each month in Christ the Mediator prayer room. Details are in the Life and Times.
A veterans breakfast is held for all veterans and their spouses on the third Tuesday of each month at 10 a.m. in the Barron's Inn. Please join in. And what do pigs use to write their Christmas list for Santa?
No idea.
They use a pig pen.
Oh, boy.
Oh, right.
Can we take this to a party?
We could. We could. Why would you invite a mushroom to a Christmas party?
I would because I like it. I don't know what the answer is.
Because he's a fun guy.
Oh,
Fun guy.
yes, he's a fun guy. Yeah, he is. A group exercise class called On the Move takes place in the Fitness Center aerobic room on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 2:45. This class is designed to improve walking and balance. Register for this class in the Fitness Center. That's a good class.
The beauty shop in the Abundant Life Center lists its hours of operation in the Life and Times. You can call to schedule an appointment. What do you give a baboon for Christmas?
No, I'm not in contact with a baboon. What would I give a baboon?
A monkey wrench.
We don't know if anybody else is enjoying it, but we are.
Yeah. These are those fun kind of jokes that just make you laugh. What do you get when Jack Frost turns on the radio?
No,
Really cool music.
I'm not in that group anymore.
Sure you are.
Thank you for watching this edition of Monday Morning Madness. If you missed any of the information, you can find it on Channel 900 slides or in the Life and Times. Please continue to watch Channel 900 throughout the week for daily updates and cancellations.
Thanks for joining us today, and we wish you all a Merry Christmas. Have a good day from Linda and Rosalie, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
There we go.
Yes. What did the whale get in his Christmas stocking?
I don't know.
Blubber gum.
That's the way it is when you're chewing it.
Yeah. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Taco.
Taco who?
Let's talk about what you'll do for Christmas vacation. What do you get from a cow that receives too many presents for Christmas?
Gosh. I don't know. I didn't think a cow got a present. What does it get?
Spoiled milk. It's a spoiled cow.
Spoiled.
Jimmy, what do you call a wreath under a pile of snow?
I don't know.
A holly berry. You bury it. Okay.
They should be on the chart in the fitness center. Every day there's a joke. So we could give him a few more. You could have it for Christmas.
Why did Santa sing lullabies to his sack?
I don't know.
He wanted a sleeping bag.
We might need one soon.
And why was Mrs. Claus crying?
Oh, poor lady. I have no idea. There'd be plenty of reasons.
Probably. She stumped her mistletoe.
That's so cute. I think Mrs. Claus gets a reward for being Mrs. Claus.
That's true. She deserves a lot for putting up with Santa.
And the rest of us.
What happened when the frog's snowmobile broke down?
Boy, that's way out there. I have no idea.
It had to be towed away. T-O-A-D.
Too much.
Yeah. Okay, what did Mrs. Claus say when Santa came home late?
Where have you been?
Very close. Where on earth have you been? Good. And what did the Dalmatian say after Christmas dinner?
I have no idea.
That hit the spot.
That's cute.
It is. What do reindeer have that no other animals have?
Don't know.
Baby reindeer.
We look like one right now.
Yeah, our reindeers. Okay. Did you hear about the Christmas star?
No. Tell me.
It's out of this world.
Of course. Of course.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dawn.
Dawn. Who?
Dawn, you want to come out and play in the snow? Okay. What's in an elf's favorite dessert?
I don't know about him, but cookies would be mine, but...
Well, it's for them too, but it's shortbread cookies.
Oh. Excuse me.
And what do you put in a hyena's Christmas stocking?
Something to laugh. I don't know.
Yeah, a Snickers bar. And why couldn't the conductor drive the Polar Express?
Oh, it's too cold.
Nah, he didn't have enough training. Wow. And why did Santa go back for more dessert?
Because he likes cookies. I don't know.
Because he wanted to retreat.
Oh.
Retreat.
Yes. That's the problem. We often retreat.
Yes.
During this season.
We do. One cookie is not enough.
No.
And what is the squirrel's favorite part of the Christmas season?
He likes nuts.
So he likes going to see the Nutcracker.
We like it. I'm not sure he will. He might cause a fuss.
And he might. It says, what happened when the rabbit ate too many Christmas cookies
He got fat.
and hopped up on sugar? Just like our kids do. They go crazy with all the sugar. Why did the boy hang triangles on his Christmas tree?
To hear the noise.
No, so he could have a geometry. Yeah, we probably should hang this up. All right, let's end with one. Where did Noah like to go in the winter?
I don't know. All I know is up on the mountain. There was a lot of water, you know.
Bet he always went to the Arctic.
Oh, yes. That's a final.
Yeah.
That's good.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hello, all. My name is Bill McDaniel. I'm a resident of Wittenberg Place. I'm here today to relate an important event in my life, specifically Father Flanagan's Boys Town. Before I begin, please allow me to tell you 4 major facts in my life. 1, I found God and allowed Jesus inside my heart where it could talk with me every day. My wife, Nancy, whom God gave me 66 years of love, plus 2 wonderful boys. Then Father Flanagan's Boys Town, near Omaha, Nebraska, allowed me the opportunity to have a home here in Passon, Wickenburg Place. You gave me a home and a family. Now there, what about me? I was born at Little Washington, PA Hospital, November 1937, and located in Claysville, Pennsylvania, for most of my younger years at least. Here my dad gave me a BB gun and told me not to shoot at people or animals, so I shot out the garage windows. Well, did I get a whooping. There my family broke up and my brother went to West Virginia. I went with my mother to Pittsburgh. My mother was a nurse. As time passed, I was traveling in the wrong company, so my mother contacted Father Flanagan's Boys Town for help. Boys Town agreed to accept me immediately. They arranged for an airline ticket to Omaha. There the counselor met me at the airport and took me in a van to Boys Town. There is much to say, but we have to wait for the next video at least. New incoming boys were housed in a special building for a couple weeks before they were assigned, in my case, grade school, home building. The reason for the 2-week separation was to orientate one to Boys Town environment, expectations, and responsibilities. Also, I was given a detailed tour of the campus so I could find all the activities. Then I was taken to the grade school, introduced to all the teachers, and sat down to go to work. My new home was a 2-story building with 4 sections of dormitories that accommodated maybe 25 boys. Once located, a counselor met me to, just help me get along and fill all my needs. Time passed quickly, and I soon found I was ready for high school. I was moved to another section of Boys Town, into a cottage with 16 other boys who were at various grades, sophomores, seniors. One of the boys was a commissioner who basically ran the cottage. He was a senior. My cottage was number 35. A counselor lived in the same place with us to give us the chance to get settled and who provided all our needs as times passed. Once in the cottage, you were required to manage your life in all aspects. Although help was available with the counselor, you were given a monthly allowance, which you could use to buy items from the on-site store. I saved for 3 months for an Alaskan-style heavy winter coat is one example. High school was the different life, packed with opportunities. We had a campus dining room where we took turns serving our cottage family style. Here is where the elected mayor of Boys Town was in charge. He was typically a senior. Opportunities galore at Boys Town, sports. We had a covered field house where there was an Olympic pool, volleyball, football, baseball, and more. We had a large screen theater where movies and stage events were held. Here is where I got my experience in stage plays. Here's one that lingers in my mind. One day, my English teacher came to me and says, "Bill, how would you like to make some extra points?" I says, "Why not? Give me a chance." She says, "We're forming a dramatics club, a place where you have to learn your part and you take turns taking the lead." So I joined the club to get those extra points. Well, as it would have it, I did various different parts in different plays, and it was fun. Well, it became my turn to take the lead. This time, I was to play Cleopatra, believe it or not. Well, the play got going very well. We had costumes and all. And when my part came in the play, where I was to enter the stage and sit on the throne, I walked out in this garment and everything. It was up to about my knees. And I walked over and sat on the throne. When I did, like gentlemen, you normally just sit down and your knees spread apart. The crowd went crazy. I couldn't figure out what they were laughing and screaming about. And then I figured out it was the way I was sitting. So I did this. I closed my knees and the house almost fell apart. Well, that was my experience at Cleopatra, and they didn't let me forget it. We had a large music department where I found my interest. Having piano lessons in the past, a teacher was assigned to me, and I became pretty good at the piano. Then I was asked if I liked to play the pipe organ in the chapel. A number of weeks later, I began playing following Mass. The high school band needed a flutist as well, and I thought I'd give it a try if they would teach me. I did, and I marched in the band. Next opportunity with the orchestra needing someone to play the cello. I said I'd try, but my teacher was the second soloist in the Omaha Symphony. I played, but the sound was terrible. I also tested for the concert choir, but I just didn't have a voice. We had a trade school where my offerings I chose bakery. I have a story there that caused a stir. I forgot the salt to put it in the bread, and I ruined that batch of bread, and the boys didn't like it at all. My life was changed, as were hundreds of other boys, needing a push in the right directions. Want to know more about me? Just track me down at Wickenburg Place or at the ALC lobby area. Thank you for listening to my story.
Now, Bethlehem means the city of bread. So Mary is very, very pregnant, and they had to travel, I think it guesses around 60, 70 miles. Now, I don't know about any of you, but I cannot begin to imagine traveling that far, either walking or riding on a donkey or camel. We don't know for sure, but I can't imagine that it was very comfortable for Mary to travel that distance. But they did. And they get to Bethlehem, and Joseph is searching for a place for them to stay. Knocks on the door of the inn. There's no room, because so many people had to travel to Bethlehem that it's full. Well, they find a stable, and there's animals and hay and a manger. And Mary and Joseph find shelter there. And in that stable, she gives birth to the Messiah, the Savior of our world, God's Son. Now, who would think that God's Son would be born in a smelly stable filled with animals? You'd think that a king would be born in a palace. No, God sent his Son into the world in humility. And that's where our Savior was born. Now, while Mary and Joseph are making their trip to Bethlehem, out in the field, there are shepherds. And they're watching over their flocks, making sure that they're safe. And all of a sudden, an angel appears to them. And guess what the angel says? Fear not. Again, I think I would be a little afraid if an angel appeared to me. But the angel says, fear not, I bring you great tidings of great joy. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. Now, who would think that God would reveal this amazing news to shepherds? They most likely weren't that well educated. They probably didn't smell all that great from being out in the field taking care of their flocks. They weren't necessarily highly regarded in society like people in other areas of work and professions. Again, an example of how God reveals himself to the most ordinary people. And so the angel gives the shepherds the most amazing news. And they go with haste. That means they were moving. They were on a mission, and they wanted to go see what this news was all about, to go see for themselves what was happening. And so they went to Bethlehem, and they find Mary and Joseph and the baby in a manger. And they fell down and they worshiped him. Now, talk about some unexpected guests at Christmas. Mary and Joseph were probably shocked when these shepherds showed up. And yet, the shepherds came, they worshiped, and they told them what had happened, how they got there. And then, after they worshiped, they went back to their flocks and told everyone what they had seen and heard. This is the most holy of nights, the most amazing news of how God came to us. And God had sent prophet after prophet after prophet, and people rejected them and said no. And God sent his Son and said, yes, this is the Savior. And this is the good news of great joy that we celebrate at Christmas. That God loved us so much that he sent his Son into the world so that we might be saved through him. Have a blessed Christmas. Peace and blessings.
Technology items featured in this program are presented to help seniors enjoy an abundant life and are not intended as an endorsement by Lutheran Senior Life.
Hi. Today's spotlight item is an organizer to help you get through your day and remember those basic tasks that need to be done every day that are sometimes a little bit easy to forget. It's called the Relish Day Hub, and it's designed to help people remember to complete their essential activities of daily living. So this is not a calendar that you would use to add special events like a doctor's appointment or a visit from someone. It's designed to help you maintain your routine and realize that you did all of those things that need to be done in a day. It's really a great helper if you're helping to care for someone who's starting to have some memory problems, or if you have a lot of activities that need to be done in the course of a day that aren't always easy to remember, or if you sometimes do them and then can't remember if you did them or not. So this is the product. It has two main features. The first one is the day calendar, and we have talked about those before, how nice a day calendar is. It's on all the time, so it tells you the day of the week, the cycle of the day, which would be morning, afternoon, evening, or bedtime, the time, and then the date as well, all on the bottom. So this is always on. You can actually change if you would prefer a white background with black lettering. They give you some options. The beauty is what's on the other side. So your family member, your caregiver, if you are the caregiver, you can write the schedule down, every activity that needs to be completed. You then enter it. So there's a small, on the side here is the menu, how you enter the tasks that need to be completed, and you write them on this card. So as you're going about your day, you will hear an auditory alarm, and then there'll be a box will appear on the bottom of the calendar that will say, please complete your task. When you look at this side, and the check mark will actually be flashing an amber or an orange color for the task you need to complete. So it's saying 8 a.m., eat your breakfast. This will be flashing in orange. Once you have your breakfast, you press the button. That's what the orange color looks like. When you complete the task, you check it and it turns green. So as you go through the course of the day, if you're not sure if you had your stretches, did your stretches, or had your breakfast, or took your extra vitamin, you can go back and see that that task is green, so you know that you completed it. The items that they suggest adding to this list really are your essential activities of daily living. So things like take your medication, do your stretches, drink water. You know, how important is it that we stay hydrated, and how easy it is to forget to just have water and take some water. Eat your lunch. Watch your favorite television show if there's something that you like to do in the evening. Go to dinner, meet your friends, things that you're going to do every day. At the end of the day, as the day ends and goes into the next day, it will automatically reset. All of the check marks will turn gray again, and you start again on the next day. Pretty easy to set up. I'll show you on the side. You open those. The bottom will get you to your menu. So you can check your language. Wi-Fi is optional. You do not have to have Wi-Fi in order to use this. The Wi-Fi is if you would like a separate clock as a reminder in a different room of the house, then you would need Wi-Fi. But if you only have one hub in your kitchen or in your family room or living room, you do not need Wi-Fi for this to work. You set the time and the date, the alert sounds. We'll just show you so you can hear how nice and loud they can be. So you can choose what type of sounds you would like. And you can choose how long you would like it to play, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or longer. So you can set this up to make it comfortable for anybody who might be using it. Just to help you stay on task. Nothing fancy. Again, you would not want to add special events or special appointments. This is to help you to stay on track with your daily activities, to help you stay healthy and well, and hopefully help you stay in your home safely while being engaged in things you love to do. Thank you. Have a great day.
So, today we're just going to give you a little holiday program, a little holiday music. I'm planning to not talk terribly much. We'll see how that goes. I'm really going to try to not talk a whole lot. But we're going to play some music that we hope you like. And if you are familiar with the tunes, which you will be, you'll probably know every single tune that we have on the program today. Please sing along if you wish. Of course, we would love that. We're going to start with two movements from the Christmas Concerto by Arcangelo Corelli. Probably heard of Arcangelo Corelli. We've talked about him in this class occasionally. And he was an early Baroque composer, very famous, well known in his time. He did a lot to push the technique of string instruments, particularly the violin, along, and also the workings of the ensemble. He's one of the composers in the Baroque period that took the first violin and the second violin and the cello and gave them lines that were interesting to play, not just the first violinist. The violist took a long time for the violist to catch up to the violins and the cello, but they got there eventually. But those three lines were concertate. They called concertate, and they are all as equals in the line. So we have two movements from his Christmas Concerto. We're not sure exactly when it was written, probably sometime around 1690 for one of his patrons around the holidays. So we're going to do the third movement and the fourth movement. First repeat, both. Let's do that. Let's do both of them in the first one. They're short. Yes. So. One, two, three. First repeat. Yeah, let's do the first one. Why not?
There you go. Straight. Don't need to take. So. Okay. 2.
The other thing I should say about this piece is it's a ton of fun to play. If we ever get, what would be fun is to get the whole group together. That would be fun. I have music. Maybe we could enter right over there. The music that I have is written for quartet or quintet, but it's a ton of fun. It's just fun. All right, anyway, moving onward. We have now one of the most famous pieces that you all will know as well, perhaps the Christmas Concerto. Not as familiar. Did any of you know that one? Do you know that? Have you heard that one before? Or those movements from the one we just played? No. Okay. This one you might know. This is from George Frederick Handel's Messiah. This is his pastoral symphony. It's also called Pifa, meaning Pifarare. It's written Pifarare, which was a group of traditional Italian musicians who played bagpipes and pifari, which is a type of oboe. And they would come at Christmas time and carol and play their instruments in an attempt to entertain and get some money for Christmas presents, right? So that's what this is from. It's one of two instrumental works in the Messiah, in the first part of the Messiah, the other one being the overture. So, but you'll recognize this one. Boom, boom, boom. Not too slow. Choo.